being friends has to come with a level of understanding. Anyway, I have so many certificates and so many achievements just based off my time that I spend running. And men who are out there bashing other men are the men who are the most insecure. The fact that they can't go up there and do it for themselves.
Show them Gangnam Style, put the gang on him. Twist my fingers up on a bang on him. Lele oh, yeah. Tobalo ako macho.
What's up, W fam? Welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Wade Chisanga, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the W fam where we don't take L's. Like, I'm sure by now you guys could have gotten it. Like, you should have gotten it. Anyway, welcome to the W fam, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back and thank you for clicking onto this video. As you can see from the title below, this video is how to deal with insecurities as a man in 2024. By the way, this video is not only for men. This video is also for the ladies, the girls, the boys, the aunties, the grandmothers. Yeah, it's mainly focusing on men as targets because, like, coming into 2024, I think it's about time that we normalize the fact that men are human too, and men go through some stuff, and men go through some feelings too. And it's really difficult as a man to like acknowledge that you're going through feelings. And I feel like it's very difficult as a man to acknowledge that you're going through a mental space or a mental health space. And I feel like this is a platform that I want to create here for men to understand that it's okay to feel how you are feeling, and I want to create a platform that can help you be able to like overcome whatsoever that you are going through as a man, to make you feel like having feelings does not make you feel less of a man. Like, going through stuff that you're going through does not make you feel less of a man. So yeah, that's what this video is about. So before we get into this video, allow me to break down the term insecurities. Insecurities are feelings of uncertainty or are feelings of self-doubt about oneself. So insecurities are mainly like, it's not bound to one thing, but insecurities are bound to personal achievements, are bound to personal traits, are bound to personal accomplishments. Insecurities are also like bound to relationships. So insecurities can fall under many categories. You can have insecurities in your relationship. You can have insecurities about how you feel. You can have insecurities about your body appearance. You can have insecurities about like just like your outward appearance as a man, or even like insecurities about your job even, or your career even as a man. So like 2024, as I said earlier, like I want us to like have a space as men in which we can feel comfortable about ourselves, in which we can feel comfortable, like it's okay to go through feelings. Like, there's this song I listened to by Abel Chungo, Wamuna Samalila. Like, for the people who like are not Zambian and are watching this, it means like a man should not cry. So like in the song, he literally explains that it's okay for a man to cry. Like, it's okay for a man to go through whatsoever that you're going through. He literally explains about how society portrays a man to be. Like, a man should not cry. Like, when something happens, like a man should be like the one to provide. Like, it literally breaks down like perspective of a man. Wamuna Samali, like, means a man should not cry. But at the end of the day, like, the song concludes by saying that yes, a man should cry, or a man can cry, or a man should be able to feel feelings. Like, in order for you to like, step into what you are supposed to be or what you are called to be, I feel like it's okay to. I feel like you must first like acknowledge the fact that you're having feelings and that you're going through feelings, and immediately you're able to accept that you're going through feelings, and immediately you're able to accept that you have feelings, and then I think it's going to be easy to move about whatsoever that you are going through. And so, dealing with insecurities as a man in 2024, I feel like the first thing that we have to do is like have a change of mindset. Have a change of mindset in the fact that you must acknowledge the fact that in as much as I'm a man, I'm going through this. And in as much as I'm a man, like, I'm facing these things. In as much as I'm a man, like, in as much as I'm a man, acknowledge that it's okay to feel how you are feeling. It's okay to be worried about your excessive weight. It's okay to be worried about like your gains. It's okay to be worried about being skinny. It's okay to be worried about how you walk. It's okay to be worried about how you speak, how you pronounce words. Like, acknowledge the fact that it's okay to be worried. But number two, the second step is acknowledging the fact that in as much as people will talk, like, you cannot change who you are. Like, if that is who you are, it's who you are. You can't portray yourself to be who you are not for the sake of pleasing other people. Like, it's who you are. So like walk into that room with your with walk into that room like knowing that okay, yes, I'm skinny. So what? Yes, I have weight. I'm overweight, or people portray me to be overweight. So what? Accept who you are for who you are. And I feel like as a man also as well, like find the right people, find the right circle. When I say find the right circle, I mean like find people who like accept you for who you are. Find people who like find the group of people who have the same mindset as you. Like have the same mindset as you. I mean align yourself with people who are able to relate to whatsoever that you're feeling. Find yourself with people who are able to like pick you up when you're down, who are able to not laugh at your weaknesses. I mean, like it's okay to have friends, like depending on the type of friendship that you are that you are in. It's okay. Like there are some friends who like laugh and make fun of your insecurities. Like it's not like it shouldn't be meant as a bad thing considering that you're friends. Like being friends with someone, like you have to understand to say, oh, this person really like didn't mean it like that, or you have to understand that their place in which they brought up that didn't come from a place of hate. No, like I feel like as a friend you have to surround yourself with people who like understand you, that even when they put up a joke about what you're going through, it's not going to be like, oh, this person is out to hate me. No, like I mean, yeah, friends. I think being friends has to come with a level of understanding. Anyway, the next thing is set goals for yourself. If you feel like you are overweight per se and you're not happy with it and you're insecure about it, set goals on how to achieve or how to like balance yourself, or how to you can go to gym, like you can gym, or set goals, or you set realistic goals actually on what you want to do to improve whatsoever that you're going through. There are insecurities that can be worked on, to be honest, and there are insecurities that can't be worked on because that's who you are. As a man, like in 2024, it's about time that we get to accept stuff for what it is. And there's this on social media, like I saw like someone bashing a man over having a skincare routine. Okay, not someone, but most of the comment section were like bashing him over having a skincare routine. Like, no, that's too much for a man. No, like I mean, guys, it's practically just self care. Like if the guy knew that if the guy knew, he wouldn't have put it up on his social media, but he put it up on his social media. Why? Because he knew that he was comfortable with what he was doing, and no matter how much you may try to bash him, like that's still him. He's still going to keep on doing him. You understand it? But there was a lot of comments to say that's too much for a man. No, why are men accepting a lot of feminism and and a lot of I really can't remember because I saw it like a week ago, and a lot of other stuff that were like bashing him. But the girls were saying that, oh, we love men who take care of themselves, or like this is how a man should be, and all that stuff. So it was mainly men bashing other men. And one thing that I've noticed is that men who are out there bashing other men are the men who are the most insecure. The fact that they can't go up there and do it for themselves, it gives them the right to like bash other people. The men who bash other people, other men, are the ones who are going through the worst insecurities ever. And believe me, it's so true. Like I know, but it's very true. Men who bash other men on being I don't know if I can call it positive masculinity. Like, like I feel like those are the people who go through the worst insecurities ever because they are not tapping into fully who they are. A mini story time on how I dealt with my insecurities. Like I was very insecure, a lot. Like I was very, very, very insecure. like about a lot of things, to be honest. Like I was very insecure about a lot of things, to be honest. But but how I dealt with most of the insecurities that I have is I developed a relationship with God. And once I began to grow into the relationship with God, I got to understand that this is why, like I used to run a lot, like in primary school, and in grade 10 and grade 12. Like, okay, mainly it was in primary school, and the main reason why I started running was to brush off all my insecurities, because I come from a family with two girls and one guy. So like I would barely like do sports, so I would I would oftenly like be in my own world, and when it was time for sports I would oftenly like brush it off. So I got into sports, and I started playing soccer, which I don't anymore. Like I even used to like enjoy soccer at some point, but I stopped playing soccer anymore. And I used to run, and I don't run anymore. I wish I could continue, but I feel like I don't have that potential anymore. And when I started running, actually, like like it was the best thing ever. Starting to run, like in as much as it was like to fight off the insecurities, or to fight off like people's assumptions about me. Like I didn't know that I was that good. like it I honestly didn't know that I was that good. So I began to run. I started running, like, not only I wasn't a sprint racer, but I used to run like the 400 meters, the 800 meters, and all that stuff. And if you look at the boy is so skinny. So whenever that I would line up like for the races, and like just imagine if this is how I am now, imagine how I was then. So all the time that I would line up for the races, like my first race, like they asked me, "Bruh, are you sure you can run this 800 meters?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure I can run the 800 meters." They looked at me again and said, "Are you sure you can run the 800 meters?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can run the 800 meters." They put me in the line, and the race started. Not knowing that at the end of the race, I came out second. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So that's when, like, through every sports day, like, I always used to run. So we went into like the 1,500-meter race. So they asked me to say, my teacher asked me to say, "Lawrence, are you able to run this 1,500 for the team?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm able to run the 1,500, the 1,500 meters for the team." Sure. I got into the race, and that race I came out first. Because the 800-meter race, I remember it was more like a sprint. Not more like a sprint, but you know, the first round is like a warm up, then the second round you have to sprint. But for the 1,500, it was like more like you sprint your first round, then the other two rounds, your stamina gets you through it. So, like, for the 1,500, like, I have so many certificates and so many achievements just based off my time that I spent running. And I feel like it was like, I feel like if I continued, I would have been at the Olympics right now. Like I feel like it's something that God had given me. And on the soccer aspect, like I used to enjoy playing soccer, but it wasn't my go-to. You understand it? Like it really wasn't my go-to. You find my friends who come and say, "Bro, football." I take the ball. If I remember, I think I went at the ball. Like if I'm not mistaken, I take the ball. We go outside to play soccer. But growing up, like I got to understand that this wasn't for me. Like like I growing up, I was getting good, and you know they say practice makes perfect. So like I was getting good because I used to play a lot. Like, you know, you play the small goals, you make a ball, you even hit it on the fire, like for it to become hard. Kampombwa. I think that's what they call it, kampombwa. So like growing up, like my interest I just started losing interest bit by bit, and bit by bit, and bit by bit, and bit by bit, and bit by bit. Not because like I got fed up of like trying to beat my insecurities, or trying to prove that, "Oh yes, I can play soccer. Oh yes, I can play soccer." Like you know, when you're in the group, of when you're with a bunch of, let's say, the first thing that they're going to come about is, who plays football, or if you're about to play football, so you want to come out and say, "Yes, I play football." But now at this point, like I'm really not phased about it. Like even if they ask, like, "Bro, do you play football?" I'm just going to say, "Nah, I don't play football." Like like it's that straightforward. Like, but before I would have to like beat myself for it, like I don't know if you understand. Like, I would have to like beat myself for it. I had to like fully come into an acceptance to say, oh, and I know you can see Cristiano Ronaldo there. Oh, I know I had to come into a fully acceptance that no, I don't play football. Or yes, I enjoyed the times that I used to play football quite alright, but I have to come into the full acceptance that no, I don't play football. So even now, if someone were to come and ask me, I can play it, yes, for fun and do that stuff. And each time I'm playing football, I always want to play football with people who I know and people who like. I feel like I can't play football with people that I don't know. So that's the other part. I feel like I'm really not good enough to play with people that I don't know. So I feel more comfortable playing it with people, playing football with people that I know, or with people who I call my friends. That's why, or with people who I'm comfortable around. That's when I'll play football. But otherwise, that's the story. So that's how I got to get over. Oh, so that's how I got to get over the insecurities. I developed a relationship with God, and like God literally like showed me my worth through it all. You don't have to prove a point to be who you are. I feel like just live the life that you can. Like just do what you have to can and what you have to, and just be you through it all. Don't lose your you-ness, because your you-ness is what makes you who you are. So like no matter what you go through, don't lose your you-ness, because your you is what makes you you. Stepping into your greatness is doing what you feel makes you happy. Doing what you feel makes you who you are, regardless. Like, I've seen a lot of people be moved by their peers, be moved by not what they stand for, but what other people stand for. And I feel like that's one of the problems. And I feel like my greatness is like stepping into my greatness is like I enjoy conversations about God. I enjoy conversations about the Bible. Not saying that I'm perfect. No, I'm far from it. But I feel like each time we get to talk about the Bible and each time we get to talk about God, I feel like there's just something about God's name being glorified. Like, or there's just something about talking about happenings of the Bible. Like, it's just, for me, it's like interesting. I would rather spend a day and talk about the Bible with someone than like go out and play football. I feel like to me that would be more at my heart. Like, we all have insecurities, despite of how you look, despite of your physical nature, how much confidence you have. I feel like all of us like have that one thing that like that just like that just like pushes us away, or like that just disturbs our flow, that disturbs our rhythm, that disturbs our vibe in our day-to-day lives and in our day-to-day activities. God has a place for you in your place of feelings. And I heard this from Chandler Moore's intro to his Feelings album. He said that I found myself in a place of grief and I found myself in a place of sorrow. And I found it hard to navigate through the feelings, but not knowing that God was going to meet me in the feelings. There's a place for God in your feelings. Like, I feel like the moment that you begin to accept your feelings is the moment that I feel like you meet God. Like, God will meet you in your feelings. Many are the times that we brush away how we feel. This is a podcast episode, one that you can listen to as a podcast. You don't literally have to watch it, but you can just like listen, because I feel like I've done a lot of speaking, I've done a lot of talking. It's nothing funny, it's nothing like, I feel like it's real, because a lot of things happen. You find yourself in situations where you feel like maybe my personality is not enough, maybe my career is not enough, maybe my job is not enough, maybe the money I have is not enough, maybe my relationship is not working because I'm like this, I'm like this, I'm like this. But I feel like before you get to fall in love, or before you, I feel like fixing yourself is the most important thing you have to do before you go, right? Before you jump up and down looking for a relationship, or looking for a girlfriend, looking for a wife, I think the best thing is fix yourself. You might not fix yourself completely, but you wouldn't want to take your broken pieces to someone else. Don't let your brokenness make someone else also feel broken. I don't know if you understand. Like, first fix your brokenness, then you can go and find someone, and the parts that you like failed to fix, like, you can fix together. But there are some people who are so toxic that they take their whole toxicity into a whole new different environment, and you make the person you're with toxic. I've seen it before. Like I've literally seen it before. There are people who are so toxic that when they go into a relationship, they make their partner toxic. Like there are possibilities like that. Stuff happens, and I feel like you need to work on yourself. And because let's not forget that your partner also has stuff that she has to work on. And if you want her to also start working on you and neglect her stuff, you make her too overwhelmed. Like I feel like go into a relationship when you know that you feel like you fully tapped into who you are, you fully understand who you are, you fully understand your emotions, you fully understand who you are, that you can't raise your hand to a lady. Like some people go with problems such that like anything they don't do, they want to slap their lady. So and so they want to slap their woman. And so I feel like go into that relationship or step into that relationship once you fully understood who you are. Once you're fully comfortable with who you are. Guys, I'm sorry if you see a change in the audio because like my microphone went off. And so as I was saying, guys, like girls, like I wish I could buy for all the girls chocolates. Like all the girls like right now, I wish I would buy you chocolates. Because like let me tell you something. Girls these days, I really like the era of girls that we have right now. Girls these days are not looking for guys who are wearing their pants all the way up to here. Like no, like I'm telling you the truth. Or maybe it's because of the type of environment or the type of friends that I have or the type of girls that I've like gotten in contact with. But to be honest, girls are not looking for guys who are moving with their shirts all the way up to there. Girls are not looking for guys who like guys, it's crazy. Girls are not looking for guys who are not understanding. Girls are not looking for guys who slide in their DM and say, "What's up, B?" No, guys, I'm telling you, those are not the guys that girls are looking for. Like if you want, I'm sorry for talking for you girls, but if you guys want, you can come and hit me if you want. But I'm telling you, those are not the type of girls. Those are not the type of guys girls are looking for. Like girls are not looking for guys who can't control their speech or tone. Girls are not looking for guys who are going to like shout at them for denying them. A basic scenario, like you like a girl, you slide in a DM, you pursue her, say, "No, I like your smile, no, I like your shade, no, I like how you look, I like how you." Then when she says, "No, sorry, I'm not interested," you start to reverse all those stuff that you said. "No, that's why you have an ugly smile. No, that's why nobody even likes you. No, that's why I'm just trying to do you a favor." Those are not the guys girls are looking for. Carry your pride, carry the rejection and walk out of the chat. If they rejected you, just say, "Thank you." Just say, "Thank you, but I really still like you." Or you can say whatever you want, but don't start insulting. Those are not the girls. Those are not the guys who girls are looking for. I'm telling you. Those are not the guys who girls are looking for. Girls are not looking for the guys who are going to carry the table with one finger. Guys, like I'm being serious. Like I really like the era of girls that we're having now. Like if you feel like no, you can't do a skincare routine because you feel girls want guys with nice skin. Girls want guys who they wear matching pajamas with. So I mean, you just have to sink into the algorithm. I mean, you don't understand. Flow with the algorithm. Anyway, guys, I've come to the end of the video, and if you like the video, please like the video. I'm sorry that my mic went out, and I can't do anything at this point but to finish the video. And I really feel like things of what a man should be, or the jobs a man should have. Like you guys are really just too extra, man. A man should be this. A man should do that. A man should be like this. A man should chill. Like I feel like we need to chill a bit, and I really feel we need to chill a bit. And with that said, guys, I've come to the end of the video. If you like the video, please like the video. Please don't forget to share it with your uncles, with your grandfathers, with your with your fathers, with your cousins, with your brothers, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.